So this has been a very common matchup of late, and we might see the Palutena here, because Mute was actually struggling against Kazuya for a while with Peach. Actually lost to Hippo as well as Burr in DFW.
Right.
So I think it's highly likely the Palutena is coming out here.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Obviously, you have that little bit of extra range, that little bit. You don't have to approach Kazuya as much if you don't really want to. You're not playing the trade game, which, as playing Kazuya, you're definitely. I can't think of any characters that can go toe for toe with Kazuya outside of your typical super heavies, but even then, that's asking for a lot. But winners finals here, the MuteAce Palutena coming out against versus Kazuya. We'll have to see here if like you said, if the Palutena is the true answer to the Kazuya menace to the DLC.
Yeah.
And
this is the thing, right? How do you beat invincible moves with other invincible moves?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Because Peach, he can't, what's better than keeping out Kazuya invincible dashing, invincible boost, and Palu's invincible back air? So, that's just going to make MuteAce feel a lot more comfortable and obviously just play a lot safer. And that's the thing you want to do against this character in your forefront. But even with that back air, I think did it a little bit too high, and he was able to sneak under it.
Yeah, far be it for me to think Kazuya is a low profiler, but it definitely looked like he just ducked right underneath that back air to get the up smash.
Yeah, I don't know if Mute misspaced it or it wasn't the invincibility being in play there, but either way, I mean, this is exactly the start you want as Burr, right? Because as potent as Palutena is, not the best comeback character, and with all these rage, he can easily take 3-1.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Rage Drive, online now. If he gets yoinked, he's dead. Absolutely, 100%.
And I really like
that.
Yeah, Oh,
did he not get the? I guess he didn't get the Rage Drive.
No, I think it's the aerial one.
Oh, he used the aerial, so it was the regular command grab.
Yes,
not
the aerial is not Rage Drive. You can only Rage Drive from the ground.
Gotcha.
Burr actually telling people that on Twitter specifically.
I remember reading that. I was like, I'm probably gonna still. Okay.
Oh, that's gonna be 40.
40, yeah.
And, man, I mean, this is insane momentum for Burr here. I mean, I kind of the tempo and speed that he's playing at today is pretty unmatched, and unfortunately Palutena's counter, not the best move, not going to interrupt that up B either.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you said it pretty well there, Mustang. I mean, when Burr plays hot, he is not arguably one of the best players in Texas. So one
of the best players in the country.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna just say it. It's absurd. When this man's playing well. You see the movement right now from Burr, man, all over Mute. Can he slow him down? Another parry. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just moving boxing and saying, hey, nice counter pick, brother, but you may have to pull the Peach back out.
Yeah, and I also see Mute kind of dropping these bread and butters from Palu too, and he gets getting really desperate here, going for the dare, and Mute's gonna be like, oh, he's done. The DI, I think the DI from Mute was really good there. I think he DI'd in and high, and the mix-ups from I like these mix-ups from Mute, really keeping Burr on his toes.
Yep, down tilt in the back here. It's got Kazuya on the back foot. At least see if he can close this out. Bring this back within the realm of possibility. Oh, but the atomic leg drop going to close it out. Yeah,
that explosive flame from Palo to the ledge, normally a very difficult option to deal with. But if you go above it and predict it and do that landing hitbox right above its range, got to stuff it out. And yeah, I mean, if there's one positive from Mute there, I definitely liked his DI mix-ups against some of the confirms, but unfortunately he was in such a hole that it didn't really matter. He was going to get the kill eventually.
Yeah, I mean, that first stock kind of just exploded really, and then now you're just kind of, you're walking outside, you trip, you fall, you spill your slushy on the ground, and now you got to spend the whole time picking it up, and it's just unfortunate.
So I still like some aspects of the counterplay. Of course, Palu's pretty good on tri-plats, right? You have all the teleport cancels you want with these platforms, and be able to kind of like that avoid Kazuya at the top plat, kind of pick and choose your interactions a bit better than kind of being on FD and feeling like you're more limited to interact with Kazuya.
Right.
So I like the pick.
There you go, nice. Able to kind of extend that as much as he could there, and has opened up, very, very solid lead here. Hasn't let Burr get it too much, but again, you kind of have to play like this because even just one win by Kazuya in neutral is about the percentage difference between these two right now.
This is kind of what I expected when the match began, right? Palu's gonna get her 80 to 90, pretty free, right? Burr opening up so strong game one was really it's just going to be really hard for Mute in those situations. Mute's only chance in this game, honestly, is if he gets leads like this and, holds them off. Because you definitely, if you're even with Kazuya, you are losing big, in my opinion.
Yeah,
especially
absolutely.
in this matchup.
Oh, a little bit, you know, try to sneak it in there. Oh, here comes the rage drive.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, ma'am. But it's now the Kazuya to game.
Man, yeah, Burr this is the hottest I've seen him play in a very long time. And
He's on point.
And interesting from Burr, not going for the down throw back air, knowing that Burr knows how to DI of it. So going for the up throw instead to create a juggle situation.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, just kind of want to keep it in. And even then, like, Kazuya's so heavy that you're not even guaranteeing a kill at that point. But able to trade with, through the uppie with the nair and closes it out in only 16%. That's kind of a win against Kazuya in the extra credit department.
Ooh, yeah, interesting enough, that grab, not the best, even after the parry, not getting it. Okay, this is the nairs that you want. We'll see how Mute gets off of this. Ooh, misses the grab. That could have been very, very big, and now Burr has, okay, the back air, though. Nice retaliation from Mute.
Oh, the electric just pushing Mute off stage, too, just immediately creating that that advantageous space for Kazuya.
I love the shield interaction with Kazuya. The effects are so cool. Like that electric, like, little burst that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, Mute's doing, like I said, he's playing the matchup a lot better this time around, like, kind of consistently having the 60 to 70%, but cannot relax one bit. Like, you cannot chill one bit. Ooh, that misinput there?
I'm assuming a misinput, you know.
Yeah.
If it isn't, it's a mix up with far more layers than I could comprehend.
Yeah, not our feeble minds.
Right. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, Mute's starting to, you know, trying to bait out as many grabs as possible from Burr here. These FD hops, facing the back airs, doing a good job of just trying to force an opening. But, I mean, that rage drive, now he's just got to kind of wait it out there.
Lost it now, so you can sit a bit more comfortably, but you can never truly be comfortable. So, but I mean, yeah, as you can see, just continually playing the matchup well, using that invincible back air, just keeping the pressure on Burr. Because now, if you get this stock lead, now you can see the juggles being really impressive, especially with those Battlefield platforms.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that stock's more kind of an insurance policy than anything at that point. But Kazuya trying to give chase here, not able to get anything too big off of it, that big kind of exclamation point on those chains.
Yeah, and as you can see, the big difference between Crump and Mute, right? Crump was always DIing out, and you saw how clean the conversions were from Burr. Mute mixing up in and out, constantly keep Burr guessing. But off ledge, that option, that I believe that side B?
Yeah, side B.
That literally, if you get caught by that, you're dead at 70, 60 at the ledge. That should be your #1 thing you want to avoid at pretty much all times.
Here we go. Oh, okay, yep. I mean, you might as well, right? You know, they directional air dodge in, they're getting dunked.
Yeah, either directional air dodge, maybe could have covered a teleport in a quick angle there. So love the option from Burr, and now the momentum is rising for this guy. Just has to stomp him right now, or you got the tech chase here. Oh, the no tech probably was good for him there.
Yeah, good. Yes, a solid wait there by Burr, but Mute immediately ready with that get up attack.
Oh no!
Oh, tragic.
Air dodge is in. He wanted the air dodge the other way. Rage drive. He does it.
Tragic.
Burr is so good at acknowledging when the rage drive hits. He presses that button. He's ready to go.
Absolutely, and that was, you know, I think for better or worse, he ended up in just the right spot to only get hit by the win box of that Palutena forward smash. Had that hit, it would have been a completely different story, but, you know, you take them when you can get them, and now Burr up 2-0. Going back to the small battlefield, about to possibly cruise into winner side of Grand Finals.
Sometimes, you know, Smash is a lot, 99% about being the better player, but you need some luck sometimes. You need some inverted interactions that just go your way. And I think that was like literally, like you said, Burr, perfect place, right space, right time to get to winner side of Grands here.
Yeah, we'll have to see game number 3 opting for small battlefield this time around. And oh, there we go. There's a grab.
What? Oh, that I have never seen that one.
Down throw into down smash. I'm about it. You know, try to go in through the hurricane kick too, but.
Okay, covers the air dodge in. Once the air dodge himself, Burr playing very patient here. And now, you know, now Mute's not messing around now. We got the Tekken counter pick.
There we go, yeah, the Tekken music's coming. It's like, I'll beat you with your own OST, bro.
No jump here. Has to directionally air dodge. See if you. Oh, dead anyways.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the resources were burned. You get side B or up B, one or the other, and with it already being expended, it's about it for there.
Yeah, and like I said, if Palu can score an early kill in this matchup, it's huge for her because she's going to be closing out this Tox on an average about like 140, 150.
Right.
So now you can really play your game. You know the damage output of Palu, so a lot better position than normal right now.
Yep, sitting right, you know, right at 69% so far. A whole stock ahead, and now you've got to force. You're forcing the Kazuya to approach.
Yeah, I think he read the tech in there. Just unfortunately didn't have the timing. But I can just tell in just general, like Mute's movement is a lot crisper. Like you can tell in the platform, just short hopping, constantly keeping pressure, and let whiff punish there. Like his movement is improving a lot.
For sure, yeah, getting kind of reacclimated to the kind of the Palutena movement as opposed to the Peach movement.
Yeah. Yeah, really good explosive play and very safe from that distance. Hard to, to do much about it. And Bird just kind of landing lazy in the middle of the stage there. 3-1 deficit for Mute.
Yeah, pretty emphatic statement in this third game so far for MuteAce, willing to show that they're not really ready. He's not ready to go down without a fight, and obviously don't want to put a bow on it just yet. Kazuya definitely a very good gap closer. So
oh yeah, one of the best, obviously out there, but just considering how Mute's playing though, like at the ledge, just making really good decisions, except that get up attack. Definitely don't want to lose the stock there because now that puts a lot more pressure on him, but if there's one person that's capable of dealing with that pressure and closing it out, it's definitely MuteAce.
Absolutely. Here we go. Yeah, that forward coming in. Attacking the damage on, quite still a bit of a mountain to climb. Mute's just going to, again, continue to try and rack these percents up, but...
Yeah, that's what happens. Missed the down air on the tech chase there, giving Burr an opportunity to get in there. Ooh, the side being an anti-air in the perfect position. But, yeah, I just like Mute's usage of the platform right now. And, oh, that's no jump again.
Yeah, has to go... Yeah. Oh, it makes it into... Yeah, has to use the side B to close the distance.
Ooh,
still not getting those up smashes either.
Those platforms are just proving to be safe haven for Mute because he's able to detect them and kind of force Bird to have the hard call out of the timing.
Absolutely, and I don't know what the height difference is on the platforms between like these ones and the PS2 ones, if that has anything to do with it either. But for one way or another, Mute's able to kind of dodge these big haymakers from Burr and is able to put himself on the board. Yeah. Now, staves off the 3-0 for the time being, but that was a pretty strong statement there on that third game. Yeah, very strong. And like I said, these platforms have proven to be a very good safe haven. He's getting in these Kazuya strings, but he's just teching them and forcing Burr to commit. So if there's any way he can go FD Town, Talos even, we'll see if he goes either of those options because I think his conversions will be a lot cleaner. And he's going Town. Yeah. Absolutely. I imagine, you take FD and Kalos off the menu. Usually if you don't want to go to these like flat stages, Town's usually like the lesser of three evils in the stage list. So.
And I think I like if Mute has to choose one of these, Town is good for him because the back airs will kill a lot earlier. And the back airs and the nairs are what was forcing a lot of those edge guard spots and getting the stocks for Mute. So he's like, okay, I need to be able to kill early myself. Plus he might live off the top. Kazuya likes to kill off the top.
Right.
As well, so.
Yeah, Kazuya definitely kills more off the,
Yeah, no platforms to save him now, just going to take that 100%.
Yeah, well, yeah, 100 damage right off the gate there now for Mute, and this is, I think what he spent so hard trying to avoid happening right out of the gate, but if he can, stave off the kill shot here, I think he'll be in a good position, but Kazuya's got quite a bit of those in his arsenal.
Yeah, but he's staying composed, right? He took that 100%, but as you can see, Mute's still doing really good movement to keep Kazuya out. Just constantly proving to be a pest and making Burr earn every single opening. So I think he's still fine, and as you can see, already evening it up. Okay, Burr staying patient, almost had the read, and that up B! Nice. That was not a safe spacely movement. Even with Town's high ceiling, that's still going to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that up B's quite strong. Down tilt's going to send him off at an ugly angle. They're going to have to up B to recover.
Oh my god! Woo! Yeah, that was a dangerous situation. The Nair actually not going in Mute's favor there, and that could have been it. So... Very scary.
losing a stock at 21. That's a GG right there. But
yeah, that backer definitely from the other side of the stage not going to do it. Oh, another.
Nice.
That Nair eventually going to do it. The Nairs have been doing really good job of just keeping Burr in that off-stage position enough for you to eventually close out the stock.
Absolutely, yeah. Because you just want to force that hitbox trade, right? You win that every time. Kazuya falls like a rock, and he only has so much. He doesn't really get it back. So
yeah. You either get the hitbox trade or you just keep him in constant disadvantage to eventually close out the stock.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mute definitely not panicking, and even after that terrible start, already has a percentage lead here. Ooh, and yeah, just getting those clutch air dodges, those clutch situations, not allowing those hard hits from Kazuya to happen. And that time, reading the side B, that's what you have to always be aware of the option.
Yeah, kind of stayed half a step back, was able to block and get a hard punish too, and again, keeps him off stage. The chase there, B reverses the laser to dodge the explosive flame, but it's all for naught. And now MuteAce, again, you want to talk about really a 180 from the first two games of this set. It's now looking a lot more in Mute's favor to kind of close this out, try to force game number 5 here.
That was a perfect example of good offense, or good defense, but better offense there. Like, good option from Bird, but Mute's just going to take that all the way home, and now has that Palutena attacks going at 80%. Gets the tech chase on the platform. He is looking to close this out. But Bird trying to make a play. He's at the corner there. if you can close up the stock right now, it's obviously doable, but Mute retreating to the side platform does not want that play to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you have the lead. There's no reason to even think about interacting with anything that was going on down there.
Okay, nice rising bear from ledge. Gonna also kind of expose when the projectiles are coming out from Mute. He does not go anywhere close to this rage drive beast, but Mute is continuing the pressure. Finally getting the rising backer. Okay,
yep.
Right, rage drive 114 Kazuya. How does Mute keep him out?
He's still got it held on here. Okay, finally loses it. And you can tell Burr really wanted that to close the gap there, but
last frames catching him. This is a good opportunity for MuteAce.
Okay, just opts to stay on the ledge, keep it going. Big dash attack. They're gonna at least keep Kazuya on the back foot.
Yeah, 170 here, still really doable, but eventually these nairs are gonna start putting him in a very, very bad spot. A back air from the corner will kill, and it finally does there. Eventually, even at 180, Kazuya will meet his demise.
Absolutely, yep. And again, Mute finally starting to, maneuver through the cracks in the big Kazuya wall there. Was able to, he's forcing Burr to have to start throwing out, these more, I guess, slightly more ill-advised boxes here. These empty hops, the cross-ups, the tomahawks. When he does get close to Burr, he's forcing him to put out these big options to start that sort of chain reaction that leads to these big edge guards, right?
Yeah, and I think it's the main thing is that, like, what's kind of beneficial from Palu versus Peach, Palu doesn't have that nair to, like, constantly keep Kazuya at bay in the corner. And those are what's kind of proving to be his demise, right? He's getting so much percentage off those hits that eventually Kazuya's heavy, but he, like I said, he will eventually die at those high percents. He cannot live forever.
Right.
And now Mute finally getting a good start in this game 5. But, ooh, the DI was impeccable there to not allow follow-up.
Absolutely, yeah. And you saw the first grab Burr got. He tried to read that DI in, but Mute goes out, and then he tries to read out, and Mute goes in.
Yeah,
so.
Mute's definitely adapting with these DI defensive options, just really, really keeping Burr on his toes. He seems a bit lost at the moment.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to make sure, he can get his hands on him.
Yeah, because if you're forced to think about neutral and what you do once you get your hands on him, that's like a whole other level if you're forcing that player to, like, think about, right?
Absolutely, but he's got to watch himself now at 76. Rage Drive could definitely do a big number on him.
Yeah, and he's just kind of like, Burr just sharking under those platforms. Rage Drive again from the corner, still going to do it at 70, man.
Invincibility on the startup, goes right through that back air, dunks him, and a nice little taunt for good measure, but he leg drops straight into the atomic, into the explosive flame, and now we're dead even.
Yeah, the worst thing you want to do in that situation is throw out a hitbox against explosive flame. Good job from you, evening the storm, and now getting that 56, getting that Palutena attacks here. But still going to get the advantage they started. How can Burr not take too much percent here?
Gotta watch it here. Oh, going deep with the back air.
Yeah, finally getting the read he needs. And he gets another read of the high recovery. The advantage save from Mute, clutch as always.
Chases down with him, goes parallel to, just waits for that up B, throws the back air out. There's nothing left for Burr to do, but unfortunately close the stock out. And now, MuteAce sitting real pretty right now here on game number 5 and just kind of keeping the train rolling.
Yeah, the train is kept a rolling all night long, Bubbles. We got, any Rock fans in the chat, let me know. But it's proving pretty tough for Burr here right now.
Yeah.
Because can he land here? He's got Rage Drive. He's still going to need a lot of percent.
Yeah, but Rage Drive wasn't even going to, win you the game. It was basically just going to help start the ability to pull it back in. But fantastic, I think, switch around there from MuteAce. You and I were both kind of doubting the Palu at the start there, but I think as he kind of found his groove, found his rhythm, he started pulling out all these options and just capitalizing off of those off stage, getting more and more confident. And we saw that 5th game. That's all he needed was that one long edge guard to close it out.
And I think he really kept his edge guard reads for that final situation or that final game. You saw him like closing out stocks off stage, but it was like at 150, 160. He got the back airs at the most ideal timings and mix-ups. Like, he definitely was like, okay, it's game 5. I got to pull out all the stops to get these stocks off stage. And that's exactly what Mute did. And that's what top players do to close out intense situations like that.